Hey there everybody, Popontop here. Welcome back to more Fallout 4 mods. In today's video, we got a new start. A brand new game. So we're just gonna start a new game right here. Let's just get this start loaded up already. But this is a mod called Alternate Start, Live Another Life. There's a mod of the same name on Skyline Special Edition that I have covered before. And it's a similar concept. So instead of the same old generic start, you can pick that if you'd like to. It's very easy. You just click one button and you're like, hey, I'm gonna start the game how you normally start the game. You can totally do that, and I'll show that when we get it loaded up here. But instead, you choose kind of an occupation. You're like, hey, I want a job. And the job will kind of determine what stuff you get, and you can get some unique bonuses. So it's essentially, the whole entire point of this mod is to provide you with new ways to play the game, kind of like predetermined sets of rules to play by. And you'll kind of see that as we get into these occupations and stuff later. We've all seen this opening scene. We'll just skip that. Obviously, we got the normal loading screen. Excuse my field of view here. This is a little bug thing they have with the field of view. If you have higher than normal field of view, you actually won't see that load in properly. But yeah, so you still pick your character in the same way that you would normally do in the same beginning thing, whatever, right? I'm not gonna mess around with character customization in this particular time. We're trying to get into the thing, but it's just real quick here. So I'm just gonna say male character. That's fine. This is good. We're done. Default characters. We're good. So everything looks like normal and stuff. And you hit this door, and then you get an option here. So your mind clouds, reality blurs and twists as it's breaking apart. Do you awaken from this reality and into another? So you can click slumber, and then you start the game normally. But if you want to hit awaken, you hit awaken here, and it will do this trippy little like institute teleportation type stuff going on. So we load in here, just right like that, boom. We are gonna pop a quick save. We're going to quick save in here because I want to show off different little variations of this. We're in the Institute. It looks like we're in the Institute. And this is where they make sense. This is sense bubbly juice. It looks real appealing. Like some bubbling orange soda right there. But we're just going to go into the terminal here. And we're going to be able to pick a job. We also want to take the pit boy, but we'll do that after we pick our job. So we go to the terminal here, and you can do randomization. So you can just totally randomize everything. Because the game gives you some starting loot. And some starting perks. And some starting faction ally kind of thing, depending on what you pick. So we can define occupation. As you see here, there is going to be a ton. We could look through some examples here. There's arsonist, Adam Cat, base assault batter, brotherhood recruit, caravaner, child of Adam, a city slicker, a courier, a craftsman, a doctor, an enclave remnant, an explorer, a field scientist, a fighter, a gunner, a house husband, a hunter, an institute agent, a lawyer, a mechanic, a mercenary, a minuteman, an outlaw, a railroad agent, a reporter, a scavenger, a security guard, the Silver Shroud himself. What is that one? A tinner, a thief, a triggerman, a vault dweller, a vault tech agent, a wastelander. So that's quite a bit of options here, and they're all going to provide different things. So some of them are pretty self-explanatory, though, right? So you're like a railroad agent. You're going to start with railroad stuff. You get a railway rifle, and you get the railroad armored coat Mark 1. And then you get a perk. Every one of these comes with a perk. And the perk is the coolest thing because it's not like a perk that's just like, oh, they gave you a free perk in the skill tree to start the game at level 1. No, this is something that's completely unique that changes up how the game is played. So, this one with the railroad agent is heightened senses. When you dip below 50% health, you will experience a slowing of time. And 4, it's bad guy, right? And 4 until you recover your health. Kills healed plus 10% health during this effect. So you get slow time. That's really cool. So you get heightened senses. But you can do all kinds of things here. So for example, like an outlaw, you get combat shotgun, a pool cue, and raider leathers and armor set. Shoot to maim. Enemies take 50% more limb damage while below 50% health. So when enemies are weak, you can hurt them harder. Like Minutemen, right? You're gonna start with the Minutemen or whatever. So obviously you get a laser musket, Minutemen outfit, Minutemen hat. Your perk is blunderbuss. Laser muskets deal 20% more damage and have a 25% chance to stagger. So you wanna obviously if you picked this particular Minutemen person as your character. You would obviously want to be somebody who uses laser muskets a lot, so that would kind of define how your playthrough is and stuff with that particular character anyway. You can do all kinds of things though. There's so much variety and it's hard to show off. So like a security guard, double barrel shotgun, security baton, athletic outfit, and Diamond City armor set. If you stand still, your bashing attacks will do 200% damage. That's pretty good. I mean, it's like a defender type perk. I like the perks, they're very interesting. I want to see the Silver Shroud though. Silver Submachine Gun, Silver Shroud Costume, Silver Shroud Hat. Hero of Boston, while sprinting you take 50% less incoming damage. So that is like a perk. It's a moving target, the perk. But like a really good version of moving target. So I've seen some interesting ones here. I haven't even actually go full deep on this particular mod. There's just so much to look at here. But Courier is an interesting one. Courier obviously being Your main character in Fallout New Vegas was a courier. Member of a courier service. You have become embroiled in the hazards of the Commonwealth. But you get a pipe gun, a Ripper, but a Ripper's pretty cool, and a faded trench coat. But your perk is express deliveries. Your movement is 25% faster than normal. And I tested this particular one out when I was playing. You get a bad spawn, so obviously you're going to spawn in a different location. So you get a bad spawn, you're by some really bad stuff. But that 20% faster than normal movement speed is crazy. You just haul, and you just go wherever you want to go, like you flying across the map, okay? So we could do that one. Maybe we could show that off in a little bit. But let's take a look at some of these other ones just for examples here. So this is the City Slicker, an old hand at working politicians and businessmen. You have been experienced a sense of bloodlust, and you have set about sating the desire. So this is grease palms. You can sell stock to merchants for 25% more caps. So you get 25% more caps. Dirty black suit, tire iron, and a pipe revolver. But like they also have something similar to City Slicker. We have a caravanner, so like you're a trader, a traveling trader. This perk is trade negotiations. You can purchase from vendors at 75% of the normal purchase price, so you get 25% off everything you buy. So stuff like that. I mean, there's so many that I can't possibly go through all of them. This is kind of ones that you got to explore for yourself. Let's look at the Enclave for a minute. You start with XO1 power armor, military fatigues, and a minigun, and you deal 50% more damage with the minigun. So you're just a remnant of the Enclave, just are sitting around Boston, and your XO1 power armor. That's a really good start. That's like overpowered, but you could do that. Some of these are going to be weaker than others. So you're an explorer. You get a revolutionary sword, an explorer outfit, and a faded visor. Spirit of adventure. Every location is revealed on the map, and you gain 100% extra experience for discovering them. That's a pretty good one. If you've never seen everywhere in the whole game, and you're just looking for that kind of playthrough, right? These are obviously all define your playthroughs, and they change up the way you would be. Like a fighter here. You deal 25% more damage with single-handed melee weapons and your fists. So you're like, you know, a melee guy. If you want to do a melee run, it's kind of like defined that way, like a gunner. And this is you get allies here with the gunners, so like the gunners won't shoot at you, I'd imagine, because you're a gunner. Trigger discipline. Enemies have -5 damage resistance while below 50% health. Combat rifle, combat knife. That's pretty good. All just like some gunnery stuff. I want to see what house has in it. Some of these are weird. Walking cane, sweater vest, and slacks. So this is like kind of a war stat in the thing. But you get keen shot. You can shoot 20% further with our weapons. I don't know. I mean, maybe they're going to get 20% bonus range on our weapons. I don't understand why, though. Hunter, that sounds interesting. Hunting rifle, combat knife, farmhand clothes. You are 25% harder to detect while sneaking, and you have 25% faster while sneaking. That's a really good one, too. Like, the courier just gets to move 25% faster all the time, but you get to move faster and be less sneaky. You're a sneaky character with a sniper type of thing. An Institute agent. You're allied with the Institute. Synthetic body. Enemies are 50% less likely to score a critical hit on you. That's really, really good. You're a courser. And that's really, really good perk. Just to never be critted. Or less likely to be critted, or anyway. But you can do all kinds of things in here. What like a mercenary? We can do like a generic mercenary. We'll play through. We'll show some of this off, how this works on a couple of these. But there's just so much stuff to go through here. I apologize. I told you I was going to go through all of them, but they're good. So this is an experienced killer. You gain 25% more XP when killing human enemies because that's what you do. We'll activate this real quick, just as an example. We're going to be the mercenary. We need to grab the Pip-Boy real quick, and then you just exit out of this door. You need a name. We'll just be like T today. T is fine, and we'll just put all of our stats at 4. We're just kind of an all-around average dude. Mercenary guy, just living in the Commonwealth, trying to get by, do our things. We'll accept all that, and then the game will load us up into our location, whatever we happen to load in with the mercenary one. I've not seen all these. There's too many for me to possibly see, but if you can get deep into the role-playing level, you can really, really enjoy something like this, because you can just be like, I'm a mercenary, I'm going to act like a mercenary, I want money for everything that I do, every quest in the entire game. You can still do the quests in the game, like if you run into the railroad, like, alright, no, I don't give a fuck about cents. Railroad? Brotherhood is still, okay, Brotherhood still work for you, but can you guys give me some money for it, some dope shit? To be like, okay, so we're spawning in here. We started some quests, that's like the Creation Club quest. Where are we here? So this is always the thing you got to do first. You got to be like, where am I at? So up here, this is like Parsons, the Insane Asylum, right? This is the Insane Asylum here. We got some quests. Go to Diamond City. We got like some kind of wrist blade here. What is that? I never seen. That's like a new unique weapon. It's just on my fist. Is that part of my armor? Heavy metal. Is that just part of armor? I don't know. But like you can punch something. The blade? I don't know. We also start out with a machete and a ported assault rifle. Assault rifle gets 100 bullets. Boom. Go in on town on people. So, this is the Insane Asylum, right? Like, we're mercenaries. So they must imply that we're working here at the Insane Asylum. We look pretty dank. I mean, that's pretty good. It's a pretty good little set of armor we got going. A lot of metal stuff. Got a pretty decent amount of defense. Pretty solid start here. But yeah, so you could just jump right into wherever you're at. This is kind of a bad start necessarily because you're gonna have a lot of tough stuff going on up in this north corner of the map we're in here. We can take a look here. We can go look, see if we can find some stuff, see if we die immediately or stuff. This is obviously this is the insane asylum. Nobody spawned in here yet. Nobody spawns in here until you start the quest here, I believe. I don't think any of the guards or anything should be here. We don't have any allegiances though, because we're just a mercenary, so it shouldn't have anything like that going on. But yeah, this is just one example too, obviously. So this is like what we get. We get metal armor, we get a bunch of cool things. I'm gonna load it up real quick, and we'll do some other things to show off a little bit of variety of spawn locations and some other things. Our perk here was that we get more experience from kills, and it probably does work. I guess we should go kill something. I'll see you when we can kill something, and then we'll jump into the next one. This is gonna be a long video, guys. Get ready for that. So we got this mercenary saying private property. I'm not gonna actually keep this save file or anything though, so I'm just gonna kill this guy. I did get 29 XP. It looks like it's a little bit heavier than it should be. This is private property. He's dead. Could take all of his loot though. Just started my life as a mercenary, just killing another guy. Not for money or anything, just because I can, I guess. Let's reload this and let's see if we can find something else to shoot real quick. Just to see if we can see this bonus XP effect in the work. Obviously some of the others, like I said, like the Courier, really low this right away because just be hauling balls across the map. But we'll see that in a little bit. I'll see you guys there. Actually, we'll just go to one of these other ones and I'll see you in a second. Alright everybody, this time we're going to be a Courier because we're going to get that movement speed 25% faster than normal. Start with a pipe gun, a ripper, and a faded trench coat. Looking very Courier-y. Let's just like make a quick, or take the Pip-Boy, duh. Okay, take the Pip-Boy, and then we'll go here. We'll just put our name as Courier because that's what we are. We are the Courier in this particular case. We don't even have a name. We don't need to define ourselves by names. And then we'll make a Courier little build. We'll have a little bit of strength, quite perceptive probably, some endurance because you need to be able to walk a long time. I don't know if charisma is that important. Smart guy though, who's quick. You gotta be quick because even if we get the lots, we'll like make it like 9 agility because we want to be. This will kind of show off like super speed because we'll be 25% faster, and then 9 agility will obviously give us quite a bit of speed as it is on top of that. So we'll accept that, and then we will teleport away, and we'll see where we end up, and we'll see how we start out with everything. We'll see the starting weapons. We'll see that we have the Ripper and stuff. See the starting location. See if we can handle what we have coming for us. Essentially, hopefully nothing too scary. I did, like I said, I did try this one though, and it is not the greatest, but we can make it because we're gonna have super speed. We made it a super speedy guy who just gets around, and he just does things. He's a mailman guy or lady or whatever your character is. But you can customize him with this mod a lot more. I mean, you're still gonna probably eventually end up doing the main quest, but you can headcanon some stuff, like where you make stuff up in your head while your character's doing that, while the courier's doing these things. So yeah, we spawn in here at Jamaica Plains, which is not a good spot to be. We do have a trench coat, and we do have a pipe pistol here and a ripper, but this is not a good spot. Jamaica Plains here is not a good spot. I'm going to show you here in third person though how fast we can run, because we're just going to be able to haul. We got lots of endurance and lots of agility too, so we can just run really fast. You can like almost instantaneously feel the difference. I'm just going to run past this. There's going to be ghouls here, really powerful ghouls here in Jamaica Plains for what I'm at my level 1 So I'm just going to run out of there. Did they notice me? They did. As you see though, I'm hauling. I've stopped running, and it feels like I'm still running. That's how fast my speed is. Like, these guys are never going to catch me. I'm just going to run away here. Get away from all this stuff. As you see, though, my running speed is just extremely high. Like, I'm running, and I think it's about the same speed. Look, okay, let me just test this out. Okay, I'm walking. Okay, that was walking speed. I'm going to run. It's about the same speed. Alright, like I'm walking, it's the same speed. Like I don't have to use my action points to run anywhere because I'm just like hauling and like you can see in first person. This is probably just like this FOV stuff can get you a little dizzy and stuff in first person. Excuse that, but like you could really just go. Look, I mean, like just flying across that. And this is me running, which like has animations to it to make it look like I'm faster. But I don't know if I'm that much faster running. Like, it's really not necessary and kind of like a waste of action points when you can just move. I mean, this applies to sneaking too, though. Look, I'm moving much quicker while sneaking. 25% faster, so I can just kind of get around the map. So, yeah, we'll show off another one of these, though. And then we'll probably call it a video. But, like, I just wanted you guys to have a really cool idea of what you can do with this. So, we're Courier. We ran into a bad situation with some ghouls. And then we're going to get out of there, and we're going to figure out what next to do with our life because we could not complete our mission. We were looking for the treasure of Jamaica Plains for whatever reason. And we couldn't get to it, so we have to figure out a different plan, maybe some way to get better stuff so we can take those ghouls out. Who knows? But we'll come up with some other character story here in a little bit. Alright, I figured this time we could pick a faction once, we could show that off. We'll pick a Child of Adam. Child of Adam should be allowed with Child of Adam, Gamma Gun, Child of Adam, Long Brown Rags. You longer stuff from radiation exposure from most sources. That's really good. I'm gonna put that on there. I'm gonna grab this Pit Boy and I'm gonna get out of here. So if you wanted to be a Child of Adam, we'll just put our initials as Child of COA, Child of Adam. That's us, COA. We would be probably pretty enduring anyway, because we're not gonna take any radiation damage. We're still gonna be really tough, like a tough piece of shit who lives in rats, like just like crazy. We'd be lucky because we didn't die from radiation. Let's say we want to be able to craft good radiation stuff. Radiation stuff is in high intelligence. We're gonna have decent strength, decent perception, and like no agility. I'm just throwing something together real quick off the top of my head. This is not my like playthrough run and stuff. But the point is, I'm trying to show off how you can do some creative ideas with this, based on each one of these occupations and personalities, and then you can always randomize it too, so that you get like a random guns to start with, random starting location, random starting perk, you know, potentially. So we'll see how this goes. I would like to expose myself to radiation though with this character. I want to see also where we start. Do we start in the glowing sea? Because it's Child of Adam there. There's also like a settlement in the Commonwealth of the Children of Adam, so you can do all kinds of things. But we're gonna start with the Gamma Gun. This is interesting. Let's see where we end up here. Started the Giddy Up quest. We are in the settlement here. We are right in the middle of it. We should be allied with these guys. They should not be hostile to me.
Hey. May the glow of Adam guide your path.
Dude, they just talk to me like I'm like a regular person. That's so cool. We have rags. We have a Gamma Gun. We'll equip the Gamma Gun. It will shoot radiation at people if I wanted to. But I don't want to. Create our house. This is my home. This is where I come from, you guys. Welcome to my house. Praise be to Adam and all of his divine glory and the division that has led us to this point. As you see, this place is normally extremely irradiated as heck. I'm still getting +3 rads, so most sources means not everything, but like this is still a much smaller amount of rads than you normally get. I'm bathing in it. My friends appreciate this. They're like, oh, look at this brave soul here who just embraces Adam and his radiation. Yeah, this place is normally super irradiated. Like there's radioactive barrels in here and stuff. All kinds of nasty things in this location normally. Let's see if I can find some of those. Because I'm not catching rads here normally. Like, so maybe like just like having some doses of Radex constantly on yourself. Just like type as a perk, which is a really, really good effect. Like you could just go in the glowing sea and not have to worry about it. There's all this good stuff here too. Oh, that bomb's gonna go up. Oh, jeez. That's still going off. I live here, you guys. It's okay. I'm just borrowing some of the family things. Don't worry about it. Okay. But yeah, I don't think the radiation is going to affect me too much. I mean, obviously the water is radioactive in my game, so it should do damage. It's a cool little Gamma Gun too. Gamma Guns look cool, even though they're not that effective.
The heretics I have burned, and for each one, I bring a smile on the lips of Adam.
That guy's, yeah, I live with a bunch of crazies. And then one day I realized, like, hey, do I live with a bunch of crazy people? And I'm like, yeah, dude, okay, let me just leave. I'm going to leave then. I don't really want to live with the crazy people. This Gamma Gun's not going to be very good. There's the Mirelix up there. I remember Mirelix. I've done that one time in my entire, like, Fallout 4 career because I was, like, going to the north part of the map. This part's got scary shit. These children of Adam kill the hell out of you, okay? They're, like, bad times. But let's see if we can find some more irradiated zones and go do something with it. I live with crazy people, though. I live with crazy people. I need to get out of my life. Investigate the butchered body. Ooh, we could just do this right now? That's crazy. They just let you, if you just spawn in here, you could just come mess with this. You don't want to mess with this. You're not powerful enough for that. Okay? None of that is good for me. I've already dealt with enough crazy. I don't need the devil's due. No, thank you. That's interesting that you can start that quest that way. That they just like program it that way. Is the water still like the regular water? Not the super radioactive water, but the regular water? It still give me +3 rads. So most sources, water maybe not being one of them. I'd really like to see this character in the glowing sea, but I don't want to make the video take forever. I'm gonna cut away and see if I can find some stuff, and I'll see you guys there. So I just ended up dead. I'm gonna call it a video though. I couldn't find any more radiation. So like sometimes you get a bad spots. Like that was a bad spot. The northeast corner of the map is tough, but it's interesting, and you can make very interesting characters from it. Like if you want to be a child of Adam, who was a child of Adam, and then you're like, oh, this is pretty crazy, so I'm not gonna do this anymore. You could do that, or you could be a mercenary, or you could be a courier, or you could be a Brotherhood of Steel initiate, or you could be a railroad agent, or a lawyer, a businessman, a caravaner, a trader, right? Like all kinds of different things a gunner, right? You could actually play as a gunner, like they're showing on the load screen here. You could play as a gunner and have the gunner's ally to you. That would be really cool, I think. So, yeah, this just and with the interesting perks that they add too, kind of like define your playstyle. I think it could be a really cool, interesting way to play through the game. I really recommend the alternate start living life mod because look at me, I'm a child of Adam. That's my life now because of the alternate start mod. It's just cool. I really do like it a lot and I appreciate it, and I think you guys will think it's cool too. If this seems like something you'd be interested in, make sure to check out the topic of the description so you can check out this mod at the Bethesda.net page. There'll be a link there if you want to download it for yourself. If you guys have enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate a like rating down below. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe so you can check out more videos than me. And pretty much other than that, you guys have a good rest of your day, whatever it may be, and I'll see you in the next episode.